Hey guys, what's going on? We're going to go through the rowing technique on the Rowing Ergometer. So a couple things that we're going to go through is setup position, where your feet are going to go, what we're going to do with the damper setting, even though you're not going to be able to really see it in the video, where we're going to really try to keep it. We're going to go through the 4 positions of the rower as well, where we're going to start, where we're going to finish, and how we're going to restart. So first things first is setting your feet up in the foot holsters. Basically, we want to be able to set up our feet so our toes are just slightly off the little edge of the plastic here. So this goes up and down here. So if we set our feet up in a good position, we'll be able to optimize our push off or our drive phase. If we tighten it up too much or it's too high, that increases our risk of pushing ourselves off the rower. So once your feet are set, you just want to take a look at the damper setting on the right. That should be between like a 4, 4 and 5, or 4 and 6. We just want to keep that in the middle so there's a even amount of drag. It's not up too high, up too low. So just be aware of the damper setting. From there, guys, we're just going to go through the positions here. We're not going to worry too much about what's on the monitor. But your first position, your initial position, is called your catch position. So arms are extended, head is forward, okay? Back is in a slouched rounded position, so we're in a good upright position. We then go into the drive phase of the movement by pushing the heels down, extending, and pulling into the chest for the finish. Okay, from the finish position, we are then going to recover by the hands coming back to the rower as you hinge forward. And once the handle gets past the knee, we set up for your next catch. So it's catch, drive, finish, recover, then back to the next catch. So a couple things to be aware of is on our finished position, that we're not leaning back or swaying back too much. You might not be able to see me in the frame. But in addition to that, early arm bend on your pull from your catch position for your drive. So basically bending the arms early and taking all the momentum from your lower body and just trying to go upper body dominant on this. So it looks sort of like this. Really starting to pull. Obviously that was over exaggerated, but clearly we want to be a little bit more lower body dominated. And then another point is on that push, once we come in to finish, the hands start to retreat back. We want to get the handle back to the ergometer, the rowing ergometer, before the knees bend. So probably the most common fault, which can kind of skew your catch and then in turn your drive, is getting the hands back too late. So the knees bending and the hands getting back, because what happens is I start to shoot my hips back. Now I'm catching from here versus catching early from here. So again, bending the knees early can set up a poor catch, which shortens your pull, which is going to decrease your power, versus getting those hands back, setting yourself up. So a cue that I like to use is let your hands get back before the knees. Do not let your hands dictate the pace in which your knees and hips are going to come forward. So we just want to be aware that this is a controlled movement, setting up for that next catch, hard drive, hands coming back, versus this early knee bend, which is really inefficient and kind of looks funny. So just a couple points of emphasis there, guys. Going through the different positions, we just want to be aware of your body position, be able to optimize power, speed, so you can go faster and harder in your workouts.